Hello, sorry, my recording just started, so now I'll start over. Hi, my name is Leah. Welcome to Yoga Bootcamp. Happy Monday. Glad to have you guys here today. If you have some weights at home, go ahead and grab them and set them by the top of your mat. If you don't have any weights, that's totally fine. You can do everything we do without it. Or if you wanted to grab something from your household, like some cans or something like that, that would be fine too. If you do have some weights and you have more than one set, we are going to do a full body strength circuit in the middle of our class, or towards the end of our class, where you might want to challenge yourself with some weights. So like maybe if you have 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, that's great. If you also maybe have a set of 8s or 10s, you might want to grab those as well, just to give yourself a little extra bump. We are going to do 3 rounds of that circuit, so you could add a little bit of weight if you feel like you need more challenge. So with all of that being said, grab whatever you have, set it around or by your mat. Make sure you've got some water and a towel, and we will go ahead and get started. So we're going to begin today in a child's pose. So make your way down into the best child's pose for your body. That may be knees together, that may be knees apart. Whatever feels good for you today, I just want you to reach the hands out, settle everything down to your mat, and just land in your space. And allow yourself to breathe. And stay here for a few breaths. So we're going to check in with your body. Start at the crown of the head. And just make your way all the way down from the top of your head to the bottoms of your feet. Just checking in, seeing how you feel, where you're a little bit tight, maybe where you need to breathe a little bit of space into. Take those deep breaths now. One more breath. Let's inhale, come up, lift that head a little bit, lift the fingertips up, walk your hands over to the right. Shift the hip to the left a little bit, settle back down. Maybe you want to cross your left hand over the top of the right to give yourself a little extra stretch. You do you. Settle that shoulder back down towards the floor. Breathe 2 more times here. Inhale, walk those fingertips back through center. Walk them over to the left. Shift the hip to the right. And again, option 2, cross that right hand, maybe stack it over the top of the left, but then press that shoulder blade back down towards the floor. Inhale, bring those hands back to center. Exhale, press into your palms. Lift up into a tabletop. So when you come into your tabletop, we're going to set those wrists under the shoulders and the knees under the hips. Draw the navel up and in, maybe give yourself a little shoulder roll, a couple times forward and back, and then you're going to start to move into some cats and cows. So with a deep inhale, we're going to roll your shoulders back, arch the back, and look up towards the ceiling. With an exhale, we're going to press and round up into those shoulder blades. Look towards your belly button, maybe take a little rock, forward and back. Keep going with your own version of cat and cow. So you're going to move through, taking a nice, slow, deliberate time in each pose. Adding any extra movements, extra shifts, wiggles. Let's do 2 more rounds, 2 more full rounds at your own pace. Your time. And then we'll be back into that neutral tabletop. Reset, make sure your wrists are under your shoulders, knees are under your hips. We're going to start with a couple bird dogs. We're actually going to stay on the floor here for a few moments with some leg work and some core work. So if you need to double up your mat under your knees, or you need to get a little pad or a towel or something, feel free to do that as well. So I'm going to start with my right arm. I'm going to reach it out in front of me. Take that left leg along behind me. Draw that navel up and in. And I just want you to hold this right here. Okay, flex the foot. Draw the belly button up. Straight line from the head all the way down to the foot. Just hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach it. Exhale, draw the elbow toward the knee. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, draw it in. 5 more. Inhale, reach. Crunch it in. 3 more. Last one. Inhale, extend, hold it again, hold it, press the ground away, lift up, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, bring it down, give yourself a little shake, side to side. If you need to come off those wrists for a second, give it a little stretch out. We're going to the other side. Back to your tabletop. Good, opposite side. So I got my left arm and my right leg. Pressing everything away, drawing everything up and in, hold. Hold this bird dog here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach it as long as you can. Exhale, draw the elbow toward the knee. Inhale, reach. Exhale, bring it in. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Crunch it in. Extend it out. Hold it again. Press it up. Press away. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it down. Shake it out. All right. So shake out those wrists if you need to. We're going back into your tabletop. We're going to do some hydrants and some hovers. You guys know how much I love these. All right. So we're in our tabletop. We're going to draw the belly up. Keep everything solid, locked in. We're going to lift your left leg to a hover. Flex your foot and give me a fire hydrant. All right, so we're lifting up and out, but nothing's changing in our core, okay? Your fingers are spread really wide. You're still pressing the ground away with your hands. All right, but now we're getting that squeeze in the outer thigh, hip, glute area. Don't lose your core here. Hold it up and in. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, bring it down. Curl your toes under, lift up to a hover. My knees are hovering about 4 inches off the ground. I'm just holding here. Straight flat back. Belly buttons up. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Shake your wrists out if you need to. We're going straight into that hydrant on the other side, okay? So now I got my right foot. I'm going to bring that knee up to a little hover, flex that foot, take that fire hydrant, lift on the other side. Check into the weight distribution in your hands, all right? You want to be kind of equally distributed. We're not really leaning a big lean to one side or the other. Good, hydrant, keep going. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Back to center. Guess what? Another hover. Curl those toes under. Lift up. Hold. Hold. Push up through your shoulders. Really press the ground away, okay? Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Come on off those wrists for a second and shake them around. Give them a little flop. Side to side, all right? Forward and back. because we're not done yet. Back to your tabletop. All right, so this time we're going to do a donkey kick. So line it up, tabletop. Let's start with the left foot again. Lift that left knee up to a hover. Flex your foot, send it up to step on the ceiling. Draw that knee into your chest, okay? So we're kicking up, drawing in. So it's like a little mini crunch when you draw that knee in, and then send it up, foot steps on the ceiling. So you got a 90-degree bend in that leg. Good. Keep going. That little extra crunch at the top when you bring that knee toward the chest. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, squeeze the bottom of your butt. 2, and 1. Whew. Hover time. Curl those toes under. Lift up. Hold. Press it away. Squeeze your belly button up to the spine. You're fighting against gravity here. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Shake the wrists out. Right to that donkey kick on the other side. Float the right leg. Flex the foot. Send it up towards the sky. Bring it towards knee to nose. Now you can see though, I'm still keeping my back pretty neutral and flat. So I'm not doing a big over-exaggerated cat-cow position, right? I'm not doing a little curve and an arch. I'm keeping that control in the core so we can feel that work in the glute. Good. A few more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Bring it down. Hover time. Shake the wrists out. Lift the knees. Hold it. Hold it. We're not up here, right? We're not butt up. We are holding that hover, that crawling position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. All right. Come off the wrist for a second because we got one more, okay? Just one more. Shake them out. All right, so this last one, we're gonna kind of come back to that donkey kick position, but we're gonna hold it, and it's gonna be a little pulse at the top. So float the left leg, come to your tabletop, set it up so it's nice and solid. Float that left leg. This time I want you to point your toe, okay? Channel your inner ballerina, point your toe, 90-degree bend, tap the ceiling, okay? So we're holding, it's just this little glute lift. So think about, send your brain to focus on that area right where your butt meets your thigh, right? Bottom of the glute. Keep pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Little shake. Hover time. Curl the toes under. Lift. Hold. Check out, make sure your shoulders are over wrists, right? We don't want to be way back here or way forward. We're right in line. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Shake it out. Last side. Tabletop, last time. Float the right leg. Bring it up to that 90. Point the toe. Little pulses. A lot of control in the abs in the back here. Pulse it up. Good, good. Feeling those muscles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Your last hover. Last one. Let's do it. Hold it. Lift. Stay. Little mountain climber fingers. Press the ground away. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, come on down. Shake it out. I want you to flop those wrists out for a second. Maybe give them a little pull back on those fingers, maybe down on those fingers, right? Give it a little shake. When you're ready, when you feel like you can do it, Downward facing dog, all right? Lift the hips up. Give yourself a little pedal, side to side. We shouldn't be dumping into the wrists here, right? We should be lifting our hips up, pressing the ground away. Take one more deep breath here. Bend the knees a lot. Walk your hands back to your feet. Hang out in a ragdoll. Just let your head hang heavy. Maybe add a sway. Maybe add a bind, grabbing the elbows. All right, let the arms fall down towards the floor. Draw the belly button in and roll to rise, nice and slowly, one vertebrae at a time. When you reach the top, let's take a deep breath in, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, look up. Exhale, bend the knees and walk out to downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to your high push-up. Exhale, lower to the earth. You can drop to the knees first if you like. We'll uncurl the toes and take 3 cobras. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Step the right foot to the top of the mat, followed by the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, press down, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Downward facing dog. High push-up, shift forward. Lower to the earth. Take 2 cobras. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, down dog. Left foot steps to the top of the mat, followed by the right. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up. Big stretch. Fold it forward. Halfway lift. Downward facing dog. High push-up, yogi's choice here. You can go back down to that cobra, or you can find your first chaturanga, your low push-up. Shifting it forward to an upward facing dog. Again, take those cobras if you still want them. We will all meet in downward facing dog. Deep breath in and out. Step or hop your feet to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up, fold, halfway lift. Yogi's choice to flow or step back to down dog. So you can just meet us right in down dog, or you can move through that high push-up. Low push-up, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right foot steps to the top of the mat, warrior 1. Inhale, rise up into your warrior 1. Exhale, settle in. Arm position of your choice, take a full round of breath. Inhale, little back bend. Exhale, hands to the mat, foot steps back, and you flow or go straight to downward facing dog. Left foot steps, warrior 1. Full round of breath. Inhale, little reach. Exhale, hands frame the foot, step back, straight to down dog, or move through your flow. Always your options. Step or hop your feet to the top. Halfway lift. Fold over. Rise up. We're going to bring the hands to meet at heart center. Mountain pose. We're going to grab one weight. So if you have a weight or a can or anything, grab it. If you don't want to use a weight, no worries. Little standing leg work, okay? We're hitting some legs today, in case you didn't know. I'm going to put the weight in my left hand. I'm going to extend my right leg, okay? So I'm going to do a side leg lift. At the same time, if you want, you can do a front raise or a side raise. Now this is something I would use a very light weight for, okay? So if you are going to do one of these raises with me, join in when you're ready, take a light weight. I wouldn't go anything heavier than 5 pounds. All right, so we are fully locked in the core here, okay? You guys have the opportunity to go to a wall or grab a chair. Please do so. I'm just gonna fly out in the middle here. All right. So keep going. We got that right side for about 5 more, okay? We're looking at about 15 to 20 reps of these. So if you're counting along at home and I've blown it because I'm talking, you're good. Let's do 2 more. I have no idea. 1 more. All right. Woo. So you're gonna feel that on your standing leg a lot too, right? So kick it out, switch the weight to the other hand. We're gonna do the same exact thing on the other side, all right? So leg lift, optional front or side raise. You'll see it's kind of acting as a little bit of a counterbalance for that leg lift, especially if you're not using a wall or a chair, right? You could be out here, you could grab a chair, all right? Thinking about that side of your hip and glute there, all right? That's what's doing all the work. Keep breathing, 5 more. 5, 4, hold that belly button in. 3, stay tall. 2, and 1. Awesome. Set that weight down. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Step back to down dog or move through your flow. Yogi's choice. Flow or down dog. Right foot, warrior 1. Open up to warrior 2. Open the stance, hips shift to the side. Arms reach out, now relax your shoulders. Reach that front arm up, reverse your warrior. Take it all the way to the ground, flow or downward facing dog. Left foot, warrior 1. Warrior 2. Relax and breathe. Reverse your warrior. Hands cartwheel to the mat, flow, or downward facing dog. Step or hop your feet to the top. Halfway lift. Fold, rise up, mountain pose. Grab one weight again. All right, a little different this time. We're going to do a glute kickback, okay? So I'm going to take my foot out behind me and I'm going to lift and lower. This is a small movement, right? Right here. So I'm gonna have my weight again in my left arm. Option here, you could do a overhead press, you could do a bicep curl, okay? So find that foundation in the left foot, right leg is back behind you. Join me when you're ready, all right? So the arm part is not the important part here. That's just a little extra you can add to your workout. What we're working on is that glute, all right? So really lock up. We're not a big banana back here, right? So we don't want to be like a big arch, right? We're not trying to get super high. I want you to stay in this position where you've got a neutral spine and you're just doing that little kickback. Yes, 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. You're gonna feel that, right? I feel that on my standing leg too. Switch it to the other side. So, left leg is back, right leg, toes are spread, you got that foundation. Join me when you're ready, kicking it back. If you want an arm, Try a bicep curl, or if you want a little bit more, try overhead press. Why is that more? Because it's going to throw off your balance a little bit more, right? When you're taking something a lot farther away from your body, it's just going to require a lot more balance concentration here. Where does our balance come from? Our core. I heard you guys all shout it out, right? Good. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Set that weight down. Reach the arms up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Flow or downward facing dog. Right foot, warrior 1. Warrior 2. Reverse, hold that reverse for a round of breath. Take a nice big stretch here. Take one more inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat. Flow or down dog. Left foot, warrior 1. Warrior 2. Reverse and hold. On your next exhale, hands to the mat, flow or down dog. Step or hop your feet to the top. Halfway lift, fold, rise up. Mountain pose. All right, this is our last one. Grab 2 weights. Come to the back of your mat, okay? So you got 2 weights. We're gonna take our feet nice and wide. We're gonna take those weights in a front rack position. So that means they are right in front of your shoulders. They're not resting on your shoulders, although you could do that if you need to. Right in the front of your shoulders, okay? I'm going to drop it like it's hot, baby. Come on down. Duck walk to the front of your mat. Ooh, that was my ankle. Pause. Duck walk to the back of your mat. Stay low. Do it again. Nice and low and slow. Take it back. Each time you go forward and back is 1. So that was 2. We got 3 more. 3 more. Walk it forward. Stay low. Walk it back. Keep that core tight. Good, this is 4. Take it back. Last one. Walk it forward. Oh yeah, that's burning. Take it back. Woo! Awesome work. All right, drop those weights for a second, but we're gonna go into our full body circuit now. So, grab a drink. Anytime, right? Grab a drink. Grab a towel. And I'm gonna grab my timer, okay? So, what we are doing here, 40 seconds on, 20 seconds off, 5 exercises. They are all ones you can do with or without weights. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, grab some weights. If you have some heavier weights, don't start with the heavier ones, start with the lighter ones. We can always go up, okay? So I'm going to tell you the first exercise, and then while you're resting for your 20 seconds, I'll tell you the next ones, okay? First exercise, weights by your side, squat, curl, press, okay? Bring it back down. Squat, curl, press, all right? That is number 1. With weights, without weights, whatever you want. 40 seconds of squat, curl, press. Ready? Let's go. Squat. Bicep curl, shoulder press. All right? We all know how to squat, right? But I'm going to remind you, sit back in a chair, keep the weight mid-foot to heel. All right? Take the widest stance, whatever stance you need that feels good in your body, because we're all put together differently. Some people like a narrow stance. Some people like a wide stance. Doesn't matter. What matters is that you're not going over your toes, which is gonna hurt your knees. Rest. You got 20-second rest. Exercise number 2 while you're resting. Bent over, narrow, wide curl, okay? From the front. Bent over. I'm pulling my elbows up. Narrow, pulling them out, wide. Let's go. In, out. In, out, right? So here's from the side. I have a neutral spine. I am not arched and I am not rounded, but my core is super active. So pull it in, pull it wide. This is that mid and upper back, right? So what we're always rounding into when we're sitting at the computer, we need to strengthen it. Good, so even with 5 pounds, this is challenging. All right, come on up. You got 20 seconds of rest. Reverse lunge on the right leg. I'm gonna hold on to my weights. Drop them if you need to. You're gonna take that right foot back into a reverse lunge, press into the left foot, bring yourself up to standing. Ready? 40 seconds. Let's go. So just like before, a lot of balance here. So don't forget about hugging the ribs together, picking a spot on the floor to look at if you feel like you're wobbly, or the wall, or whatever. And if you get super tired, drop the weights. Keep breathing, 10 seconds left. Getting a little of our cardio in here too, right? Last one. Okay, shake it out because now you gotta do it on the other side. So you got 20 seconds. Roll the shoulders back. Drop the weights if you need to. Add weights if you need to. We're going to the exact same thing. Reverse lunge, left foot goes back. Ready? Let's go. Good. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Even though they're separating, you can still do that action of squeezing them together, especially when you stand up. Keep the chest tall so you keep the breath flowing. You guys are looking great. I'm sure you are. Keep going. 8 seconds. 2, 1. Rest. Last one of the round, okay? Coming down to a bridge. I got my weights with me. I am going to lift up into a bridge and hold that the whole time I'm in a chest press, all right? Options here, ready, set, let's go. Options here include no bridge, just keep your butt on the ground and do that chest press, okay? You can also mix it up a little bit and go chest press, spin the palms to face each other, chest fly. Spin the palms away, chest press, palms toward each other, chest fly. So that's just another little thing you could do to mix it up. If you feel like the bridge is too much, lower it down. You're definitely going to feel it because we've done a lot of leg and glute work already. Just a little bit more. Yep. And rest. So come on down. All right. So we now have a 30-second rest period, and then we're going to do this all again, okay? All the same 5 exercises. So if that was too easy for you and you have some heavier weights, pick them up, all right? Or double them up. If you've got 3s and 5s, hold a 3 and a 5 in each hand, then you got an 8. So your choice. If you know the exercises now, we got 10 seconds. So grab your weights. First exercise, squat, curl, press. Squat it, curl it, press it. I'm going to show you from the side. Sit back, curl, press. Make sure your knees aren't caving in. Press them out. Weights in the heels. When you sit back and when you drive up, squeeze your glutes at the top. And smile. I know that's super annoying. All right, rest. All right, rest, 20 seconds. Our double row, our inner row and our outer row. And feel free, mix up your weights for each exercise. You know where you're stronger and where you're weaker, right? You don't have to do what I'm doing. Ready? Bent over row. Narrow. Bring the elbows up wide. Narrow, elbows in. Wide. Think about exhaling when you're doing the most work, right? So I'm inhaling to lower, exhale to lift. Exhale to lift, inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Couple more. Woo! Nice job. We got reverse lunges. Right side, left side. Think about your weights, whether you want them or not. Always can make it harder by bringing them up to that rack position. That's a little extra challenge if you want it. Let's go on the right side. Reverse lunge, 40 seconds. It's that left leg doing all the work if you're lunging back with the right foot. That's the leg that's lifting you up. Less than 10 seconds, guys. 2, 1, rest. All right, shake it out. Woo! Drop those weights or swirl them around. Don't know why, but it helps. All right, let's get ready to set up the left side. Roll your shoulders back. Let's go, 40 seconds. Other side, whatever side you didn't do before. Good, you're halfway there, guys, keep it up. Want to make it harder? Lift that knee up. Try not to fall over. Extra challenge, right? We can always make it harder. We can always modify. 3, 2, 1. All right, come on down. You got your chest press with or without your bridge. So come on down, get the weights. Maybe you need some heavier weights here. Bring those heels in. If you're gonna lift up, go ahead and lift up to that bridge. Let's go. Hold, squeeze the glutes, and press those weights. You guys know I always like to say keep the weights over your chest, not your face. It's really easy as we get tired for those weights to float over our head. And all of a sudden they're right above our eyes. It's not where I want them. That's going to employ more shoulder, which can lead to injury, and less chest muscle, which is what we're trying to work on. So keep the elbows slightly angled toward your hips. Good, come on down. Press that weight over your chest. All right, friends, we got one more time. One more time through. I know you can do it. 30 seconds of rest, okay? Grab that drink. We're going to do one more round of these 3 same exercises. And you know, once you get through this round, we're going to stretch it out. So I want you to challenge yourself. So if you can do heavier weights, or add weights where you weren't using them before, that's great. Let's go. Squat, curl, press. Last time here. Now take your time. Good form comes above all else, no matter how much weight you're lifting. If you've got bad form or you're rushing, you're not going to get the benefits that you want. And you might get injured. And nobody wants that. Woo, 10 seconds to go here. 2, 1. Woo! Awesome. Rest for your rows. Your shoulders roll. Breathe in through the nose, out through the mouth. Bent over row time. Are we ready? Set. Let's go. Narrow. Wide. Do that little toe wiggle check here too, okay? Your weight is still shifting back into the midfoot and the heels. So you should be able to maybe wiggle your toes a little bit while you're doing this exercise. Try to find that. Core check. Is your belly button pulling towards your spine? 5 seconds. Woo! Come on up. Rest. Good stuff, guys. You got reverse lunges next. We're almost there, almost to the halfway point. 40 seconds. Reverse lunges. Ready, set, go. Last time here. Remember your options. Add weight, drop weight. Bring the knee up. Little ways you can always make it your own. I'm just the guide. So if you're gonna bring the knee up, you have to slow it down a little bit. That's okay. Five seconds. 2, 1. Woo. Give it a shake. I'm gonna set these weights down for a second. Shake out my hands too. Woo. All right. Last set of lunges. You got this. Woo. Ready, set, let's go. I'm gonna try for that knee lift. We'll see how it goes. This tends to be my wobblier side. Keep it up, guys. Stay with me, we're almost there. 5 seconds left. All right, come on down, last exercise. You got this, you've made it this far. Let's get it done. Come on down. Whew. Get set if you're gonna do that bridge. Ready? Lift it up. All right, last round. Chest press. Find your weights. Place them over the chest, not the face. You feel like you wanna mix it up, turn those palms in. Just kind of changes the angle a little bit. You're still working the pectoral muscles. Just a little different angle for that fly. You got that bridge, squeeze it, don't let it drop. Mine's dropping a bit. Stay with it, and come on down. Move those weights to the side so that they're not in your way. And then I want you to take your feet to the floor if they're not already. Swivel your knees side to side. Give yourself a little windshield wiper. Oh, excellent job. All right, hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze. Rock a little bit side to side on your low back. And let's cross the right ankle over the left knee. Pigeon on your back. We did so much for that outer hip and thigh area. Let's give it a good stretch. So you can grab behind that left thigh if you want to pull it a little closer to your body. Whew. All right, a couple more breaths here in this pigeon. All right, and then to continue that stretch on that right side, choices here. You can cross that right knee over the top of the left and drop both legs to the left, or if that's too much, just stack the knees together and drop both legs to the left. Either way, we're doing a supine twist, both legs to the left. Try to keep the shoulders down as much as possible so you really get that good twist through the spine, through the side, through the outer leg. One more breath on this side. Inhale, bring both knees back to center. Give them a little rock again. And we'll cross the left ankle over the right knee for pigeon on the other side. Let's try not to find any tension in the neck or shoulders while you're doing this, just let everything stay soft. Breathing that heart rate down. One more breath in your pigeon. And then again, your option to cross the left knee over the right and drop both knees to the right, or to just stack them one on top of the other. Crossing them obviously will give you a bigger stretch, and it's just maybe too much twist for some. Ooh. One more breath. Line cross. If you're twisted, bring the knees back to center. One more little rock hug. Find your Shavasana. What does your final resting pose look like today? Anything you like. Find it, land there, hang out, and take about 5 to 10 deep breaths. And as you're ready, just start to slowly move a little bit in the fingers and the toes. Roll around the wrists and the ankles. Eventually, give yourself a hug. Roll to one side and meet me in an easy seat. Take a nice deep breath in, reach the arms overhead, and exhale, bring your palms to meet at your heart center. Bring the thumbs to rest at the third eye center. With grace and with gratitude, we bow together. Namaste. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and then I will see you really soon. Take care.